Matt, have you heard about the craft beer market? It is booming, now valued at $22.25 billion. Small and medium brewers churning out more than 24 million barrels a year, creating more than 121,000 jobs in the U.S. last year alone. The editors at Men's Journal picked their favorite American craft beers, and joining us right now is Matt Allyn. He is senior editor at mensjournal.com. Good to see you.
Oh, great to be here. Thanks.
So you had to, this was a tough job, but something
very hard, very hard. Right? A lot of work goes into this.
You used to check all these beers, give us your take on what sells and what's good right now in terms of beers.
All right, well, I brought 5 beers that I think really well represent what's going on, what's exciting in craft beer in America right now.
Right.
Over at this end, we've got a beer called Field 41 from Washington. It's a great session beer, so it's barely stronger than a light beer, but it has a ton of flavor. So, you know, it's a great Sunday afternoon beer. And then over here we have a lager from California, from Firestone Walker. You know, lager is a classic German beer that craft beer really hasn't gotten into until now. And so this is sort of a great, called like an American take on it, because there's, again, a lot more hops.
Why has craft beer taken off so much?
You know, I think it's just part of the whole food movement going all the way back to Alice Waters. People realizing that they can get great local food that just tastes better.
Are you a craft beer drinker?
Yeah, I
he
frequently...
doesn't look like he's very discriminating in terms of beer.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, listen, when it's the Super Bowl and you're eating buffalo wings, but would this be the alternative to a Bud Light or something like that? You said it's kind of the lower calorie side?
Yeah, it's definitely it's a great football beer. You know, you can have a few, games still make sense, all that good stuff.
Perfect.
We've got the stronger beers.
Yeah. So we've got like a bourbon barrel aged stout from Founders here. And that's really sort of getting into an ongoing trend. Brewers sort of pushing the limits of what beer can be, and so this is made with coffee and chocolate, and then aged in old Kentucky bourbon barrels in a cave underground for almost a year before they release it. Yeah.
So you're saying it tastes kind of like dirt?
No.
No, I'm just joking.
You can see the difference when you see the color of it as well, right? So show us that. Yeah.
Would you like me to open one up?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Show us the color.
All right, well, great one here is Red Angel from Wicked Weed in Asheville, North Carolina.
Get down.
So this is a sour ale brewed with about 4 pounds of raspberries for every gallon. And then it's aged in a wine barrel.
Wow, look at that.
I know, right? And so, yeah, they said they wanted to create a beer that was like very similar to the experience of eating just fresh raspberries. And so, but then a very different beer here from Maine, Bissell Brothers, called Swish.
Oops, all right.
Nice.
That's Cologne, where I come from, so it's okay. It's splattered a little bit.
And so it's very hazy. It's unfiltered.
Is that lighter or no? It just looks it.
It's just they didn't use darker malts in it. But it's got tons of hops in it. You know, whereas this is using several pounds of raspberries. This has several pounds of hop flowers in it. So
is the default craft beer Sam Adams?
Sam Adams is the #1 craft beer. It's been around since about 31 years now. It's certainly the most widely available. It's one of the first.
Okay.
You like it?
Oh yeah. Fresh Sam Adams is great.
Okay.
So is craft beer more expensive than other beers? Where does it stack up in terms of the cost?
So some of these are more expensive, but like your Field 41, your Pivo Pilsner here, those are both about $10 a 6-pack.
All right, we'll leave
so
it there.
Are craft beer distributors getting in through the majors, through like Bud and everything? I mean, how are they getting the shelf space?
You know, a lot of distributors, you know, will say they're like a Budweiser distributor, but there's also independent ones coming up. You know, it's a lot of it's state-by-state rules and like how beer can be distributed.
Okay, that's a big part.
Great. Matt, thanks so much for bringing in all the beers and giving us the 411 on this. Cheers to you.
Thank you.
Matt Allyn, Men's Journal.